Hey, it's a month full of my favorite wines, and you're here to hear about my wine for my birthday. So this past week, it was my birthday, and I decided to treat myself to what is my hands down favorite wine in the world. And it is a bottle of champagne that is from 2009 from Lemaire, which is a brand that I represent as Amandus Wines. So if you want a bottle, you're going to have to reach out to me. And it is the Milliseme Blanc de Blanc, 100% Chardonnay. It is incredible. There are not enough superlatives to say how amazing this champagne is. Let me show you the bottle. This is it right here. Now, you may remember this bottle from Thanksgiving or Christmas. I mentioned this champagne on both of those occasions. But in that situation, I showed you a bottle that was closed because I was like, I'm not sure if we're actually going to drink it. But it is a good choice. But for my birthday, we 100% drank it. And so you see that the bottle is now open and I poured some out. So let's talk about the wine, wine. Well, it is still wine, even though it's champagne. Let's talk about it a little bit. So when you take a look in the glass, you're going to see a beautiful light gold color. And right now I'm pouring it out of a wine glass because I want to be able to get a full smell, and you're seeing a lot less bubbles than probably like 10 minutes ago. But that is okay. It is still crisp. It is still sharp. It is still amazing. When you put it up to your nose to get a smell, you're getting the smell of brioche and yeast. So that's like bread. Those are bread smells. You're getting lemon and you're getting lime and you're getting a little bit of honey on the back end. As I mentioned, this bottle is almost 20 years old. And so when wine starts to sit around, some of the smells in the wine and the taste as well will change a little bit. Not for the worse if you've been storing it properly. And I have. So it's still super great. And then on the tongue, now, the one thing about this wine is it is made without malolactic acid. And so what that means is that these grapes sit in their juice longer than other wines. So you're going to get a little bit of sharp astringentness right in the beginning to kind of just like wake you up to it. But it passes, and then what you are left with is a velvety, smooth, luxurious taste of slightly of honey, of citrus zest, and also of toast. It is amazing. There are not enough superlatives for me to tell you how great this is. I have to also tell you that this bottle of wine is not, I repeat, not in any way, shape, or form a value wine or a bargain. But sometimes you need to treat yourself to something amazing. And when you do, a bottle of champagne like this is absolutely it. This bottle costs $375. Okay. So because of the price, I personally only have it once a year. And normally I have it on my birthday because I like to treat myself to something amazing. But sometimes you have to treat yourself to something amazing and you just have to spend a little bit extra money. And I think you should also consider getting one of the last bottles that I have of this. Now, during the same window of time, the day before my birthday was the men's NCAA tournament final. And I got to watch the team that I was rooting for, Houston, lose to Florida. So that totally sucked. And the day before that, in the women's tournament, I got to watch South Carolina, who I was rooting for, lose to UConn. So I managed to pick two losers, which was not great. But I knew I was going to be having this fantastic champagne, so it kind of made it for it. Now, because it's champagne, it basically goes with everything. But let me tell you what I paired it with. I paired it with, obviously, a beautiful goat cheese. I had cheeses, so I had a beautiful goat cheese, Boursin cheese, as well as the extra sharp cheddar cheese and brie. That also included strawberries and pineapple and wasabi almonds, Calvastrano olives, and dried fruit. And then, of course, crackers, because you need crackers. And all of those things were great accompaniments for this champagne because the richness and the bubbles of the champagne cut right through the kind of fattiness and the richness of all the things that I mentioned. I mean, it is incredible. It goes with anything. I have been so lucky to have had this with steaks, with pasta, with pizza. It does not disappoint. So I want to show you the bottle again because I cannot say enough good things about it. And I want you to really consider maybe getting a bottle. Here we go. It is RC Lemaire 2009 Milliseme 100% Chardonnay. All right, I'll be back next week with another wine that I love. Cheers.